Hey!
Welcome back, family. Here we are on a Monday. We're going to be reviewing the COVRPRICE weekly top 10 for
Our friends
June.
at COVRPRICE, they put together a list every week, and we analyze it.
Yes. And they actually liked our posts that we're doing it, so they're acknowledging us. We kind of have their unofficial blessing to do this.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I thought you were going to say we have their ear.
Oh, no, their unofficial blessing.
Yeah.
That is more important that we're not getting, like, copyright strikes and lawsuits, so.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not ripping into them. We're giving them advertisements, and
No.
it's all based on sales. It's not like they're, coming up with fake data, like Comic-Con. Anyway. Did you hear something? I don't know.
Damn barking spiders.
Okay.
Anyway.
So we're going to be getting into this list, and we have a lot of the same books as last week because they're all spider-related, and the whole world is now starting to realize I might want to go see this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, several people at work coming up to me, hey, I saw that new Spider-Man movie. It's really good. I'm like, yeah, I know. The Flash is coming out this week. I'm like, yeah, I got tickets. I know.
I know. All right.
It's like, imagine if I came up to you and said, hey, did you see that there's a new lure out for fishing? Yeah, you're like, I know. I live fishing. I live comic books. So.
Yeah.
So we've got 7 out of 10 of the books on this list are Spider-Man related, Spider-World related, whatever you want to say. And the other 3 are actually newer books to the list.
The one has been on and off.
Yep. But one of them, we were talking
about. Brand new. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's a variant of one that was on the list before. Wasn't it last week that the regular one? Well, we'll get to it.
Got it. Yes. Yep.
So, coming in at number 10, let's just get right into this. We have the Spectacular Spider-Man number 99. This is the first cover appearance, and I guess full appearance, of Spot. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a cameo in 98 or a full appearance, but it's definitely the first cover appearance on Spot. And it's a really cool cover. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I think it's one of the cooler covers. I've never liked Spider-Man wings.
Oh, okay.
But whatever.
Now, I think we're at the point where we're already 2 weeks in from the movie, so
yeah,
I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm sorry if you haven't seen it yet, but yeah. By this point, if you haven't figured out from the list and everybody talking, Spot is in the movie, but he plays a bigger part, and honestly, a better part than I thought he was going to.
Yeah, I think a lot of people expected him to be almost comic relief.
Yeah, like Peter Porker level.
Right.
But, while his character was a little tongue-in-cheek the way he talked, at the same time, he's a very serious threat.
Yeah, especially the way it's kind of a crescendo. They introduce him,
mm-hmm.
and he's like chit-chatting, chirping back and forth with Miles, and Miles is like, hold on, I gotta do this text. I'm doing this text, not taking him seriously, and he's like, hey, I am serious, and then he really crescendos.
Yes, and he will be a major force in the third movie, Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Hold on, I got a text.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I do, but...
Well, you might have actually had a text. I really didn't think you were shooting a spider web.
Oh, I am.
Oh, okay. Dude, that came out of your body. Does it only come out of your wrists, or...
Are you a wrist or machinery guy?
I'm a machinery guy. That's the old school, making his own webbing, running out of it. Not running out because you have an existential dilemma.
Yeah.
You can have your web shooters crushed, and you have to now figure out what else you're going to do.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
Yes, jumping on to number 9. The investability. Sorry, of number 10.
Yeah. It's really affordable, even right now as it's super hot, or like as hot as it's going to be. I mean, one just sold, a 9.8 just sold on 6 days ago for $230.
And this is a 1985 book, so we're coming up on the 40-year mark.
Yeah.
There were a lot of books that were printed in the 80s. That's not, and especially Peter Parker and the Spectacular Spider-Man. But I still think that you give it a few, like a month, you'll be able to get a better buy on this. Like right now, it's the hottest it is. That's why it's on a hot list. But I think that this could have a resurgence for the next movie. So I would wait a month and pick this one up in a 9.8. And then when the trailer drops, you can see, possibly
9.6 is $100. That's also tantalizing.
There's a word you don't hear very often.
That's what I think of when I hear the word tantalizing.
Moving on to number 9. Spectacular Spider-Man number 98. First appearance of Spots. And he doesn't appear on the cover. You got Black Cat, Spider-Man, and Kingpin on the cover.
Yes.
This one is more expensive. It is the first actual appearance. Me, I just love 98, 99 better. Just the way it pops.
It's barely more expensive, though.
Just look at the top weekly sales, sorry.
So I'm looking at fair market value for 9.8 is $240. Last one sold on the 11th, so yesterday for $250.
$20 more.
Yeah.
You're right, it is barely more. But again, another book that's approaching the 40-year mark. Another book that I think that in a month to 6 weeks will be lower. Everybody's just jumping on this because they're realizing how important Spot was. So, good books to have in your collection. Just I don't think is a great time to buy it.
I actually didn't realize number 97 is the first full appearance of Dr. Jonathan Own, however you pronounce it. Later becomes the Spot.
Okay.
Huh. That's very expensive, but not a lot of sales. So, anyway.
Coming at number 8, we have Spider-Gwen number 1 from the 2015 run. The cover A, Robbie Rodriguez regular.
Yes. It seems like different Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, whatever number ones kind of are on a carousel.
Well,
I guess this is the first solo titled series here.
Yeah, I mean, you got that Spider-Verse one that had the first appearance of the Ghost Spider, and there's like 6 printings of it.
Mm.
But they're all so expensive, it's woof. But there's also so many printings of this book.
Yeah, there are. Jesus. And they do that shit where they... Let's see.
Third print, second print, slightly color different.
Yeah, and like 4 different versions of the ASM 300 homage. And
Yep. J. Scott Campbell one is cute. There is a sketch cover also.
Yeah, it's a little cute. It's a little too doughy-eyed for me, but yeah.
It is the first solo titled, I swear I read that as first solo titled series.
It's true.
Yes, it is. Okay. And it is not an expensive book by any stretch of the imagination.
Wow, no. 9.8 for $90.
Yep. And I have one myself, so I mean, there's a lot of them. There are.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there a... Yeah, if you go for the second and the third print, now you're cooking. That's 36 and 95 respectively raw.
Okay.
And 9.8 last sold on January of 22 for 185.
And the third print, last 9.8, was April for 329.
Jeez.
It's got a very distinguished green border on the bottom, and the Spider-Gwen is written in green. So keep your eyes out for it if you see it, guys. Even a raw will run you 95. So
I wish Marvel kept doing that. I really like the red band at the bottom being first print, the blue band being second print, and then whatever the fuck for third and fourth and fifth print. It makes it really identifiable. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it a lot better than when you have to open up the dang book and read the fine print to find out. Oh, this is a second print.
Right. Like, second print. Beautiful.
Blue.
Humble brag right there. Sorry. Not sorry. Investability. What are we talking?
It's not gonna go up. It's gonna come down a little bit, but again, this was a very popular book when it first came out. Great cover, a lot of them. So if you get it for $90, it's probably gonna hover around there for a long time. It's never gonna turn into a $9,000 book.
Yeah.
But Spider-Gwen was one of the main characters. I think she actually got a top billing over Miles for the second movie. It seems to be equally her story as it is Miles. So I think the third movie is going to be more Miles and less Gwen.
You think?
I do. I think we've covered Spider-Gwen's story, and I think we're going to be delving back into Miles with... I'm not saying that she's going to appear on screen less, but I think it's going to be less character development for her.
Gotcha.
I think you'd find one for 70, 65, 70 in 2 months.
Yeah. If you really want one.
Yeah, and just get yourself that green magic marker and fill it in. And you could...
Shall we?
Yes.
Number
7.
The Big Papa, number 7.
Ultimate Fallout 4. Da-da-da-da.
There was another one of these today on...
Elite 11?
Yes. Fucking 1 in 25.
Oof. Jeez.
$33,000. And it was spoken for. It was claimed. And somebody in the comments was like, I'm going to go get a more affordable book, FF1. And I'm like, yeah.
What really pisses me off is not that long ago, maybe like 2020, I was looking at this book going, do I want to spend $1,200 on this?
That's just, yeah. I mean, goddamn.
Sick. Absolute sick. So you see the sales data. Well, the last sale of this was only $77. Do you think that might be a typo? We got a $33,000, a $29,000, a $43,000. Jeez.
So it's dragging it down to the 15,000 FMV. Is that what's happening there?
But if you look at the 2019, 2,300, 2,400, 2,200.
God, even the very beginning, back in 2017, it was $1,400. Jesus.
But 2018, it was $1,500.
So much money.
Yeah, and that's about when I was looking at this book. Like, should I get this?
So let's say you had gotten it, and all else equal, you're here now today. We're doing this video.
Mm-hmm.
Would you sell it for $33,000?
Question is, would I still have it once I broke 20?
Let's say it was at 20K. Would you have sold it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I know you don't sell a lot, but I mean,
no, that $20,000 for that book, and you think about what Golden Age or Silver Age books I could get for $20,000.
Oh my God.
Jeez. I'm going and getting DD #1, X-Men #1, lower grade, but still have them.
Get your exact version of the Captain America with the colored letters behind it.
Yeah, it's something in like a 9.6 at that point.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the actual book that we were supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
Is the cover A, first appearance of Miles Morales and the Maker, Ultimate Fantastic Four, Reed Richards.
$2,000 for a 9.8.
Yes, indeed. And how are the rest of the books doing? We got 9.2s hitting 480, 9.4s hitting 530. Now, these books are down from where they were.
Man.
They are down from where they were. Because I paid more than $550 for my 9.4. That's the one I accidentally bought.
I can't believe a 4.0 is almost $300. I must severely underestimate how popular Miles Morales is.
Well, you look at the last sale of a 6.5, which was April, is $255.
Oh, man.
7.0 for 380. Before I was spending 275 on a 4.0, I'm gonna spend 380 on a 7.0.
Yeah.
Miles Morales is very popular, but I think what's right now driving a lot of this is not just the movie, but I believe it's confirmed that he's coming to the live action.
Oh, yeah. I heard as much as well.
So, yeah, as we get more and more news, this book is going to spike back up again, but it's going to be a long time before we start hitting those same numbers as we did in 2021. That was just nuts.
Yeah. I don't think it's a good time. I think you're going to... I don't know.
I'm trying to see where the low points were over the last few. 1,800, 1,700. Like March-ish, it was hitting 1,700. It's gone back up a bit. We had a 1,600 in June already. I think you could probably wait for it to come back down to about, again, if you're looking at a 9.8, 1,700. But based on, there's a lot of these books. There really are. It's a big census book, and it was a polybagged book, so it's also susceptible to creases. Getting a 9.8 wasn't that easy. These lower grades, though, if you want to just get the book in your collection, again, I've got two, and it's a 9.2 and a 9.4. They look great. I love them. Right now, they're around the 480, 500 mark for somewhere around a 9.2, 9.4. I think that's even going to come down a little bit more, but I think when live action hits, this is going to shoot up more.
I might go for a second print, personally, since that's the kind of money I can play with.
Would you go with the second print of the cover A with his head in front, or the Pacelli?
Probably the Pacelli, because it's more affordable, I believe.
I mean, if you want, take a ride down to Argentina. There's one floating around there somewhere in customs. Never made it.
Yeah.
So, actually, no, that was the Madam Web, wasn't it?
That was wasn't that Guatemala or something? Or Honduras?
So, no, you're right the first time.
Okay. Second print is 89, and the Pacelli second print's 55.
You talking about Raws?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I got 9.8s. If they went down that much, I'd be really worried.
No, it's like about $200 for the Pacelli 9.8, which is pretty affordable.
I mean, you could get the acetate too.
Yeah, the Bagley second print, the face out front is hovering around 300. So that's clearly the more desirable one.
And I like the Pacelli more.
I think it conveys a lot of emotion. Like he's like, oh shit, I'm Spider-Man. So, yeah.
Anyway, good book to have. Absolute blue chipper to have in the collection.
Oh yeah.
A lot of copies that are graded that are not 9.8s because of the conditions of the book. Wrong time exactly right now to get the book, but if you haven't already gotten yourself a 9.8, it might already be out of your reach. It's out of mine. So,
well, and remember what we talked about maybe last week or the week before, like, see if you can grab yourself a nice looking 9.6 and give it a shot. See if you can find a real good presser and see if you can get yourself a 9.8 and like triple your value or whatever stupid thing it is.
This is definitely a candidate. And I would not be surprised if a lot of the numbers on the census of 9.6s and 9.4s are ones that were submitted multiple times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Let's move on, shall we, sir?
Yes, sir.
Amazing Spider-Man number 10 from 2014.
First appearance of Spider-Punk, Hobart Hobie Brown.
Yeah. I still haven't figured out what he was saying in the movie. I don't know if he's going to be in the next one. But he is a character that everybody liked, apparently.
Well, and he kind of allowed some sort of resolution to happen.
Yeah.
By having the
he He interfered.
Pull in case of emergency situation. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that was more of a, as I'm leaving, let me give you this. I don't think it's...
That's true. He kind of just likes chaos.
Yeah.
In general, so.
Some people just want to see the world burn. Anyway.
Yeah. Joker and Spider-Punk.
One and the same. You never see them together.
No, you don't.
They might be the same person. Yeah. 2014, real high printings of books. We've got a $255 for a 9.8. That's going to come down.
Yeah, I feel like that's high.
That's definitely got to come down. $291 for the last sale for 9.8. But earlier this year, $130, $140, $89 in April.
That's more like it.
Yeah, this is a $100 to $120 book in a month and a half.
Yeah, it's real hot right now because of the movie.
Yep. So, definitely not a great book to pick up. Waiting for what? What?
To invest in that.
Oh, I thought you were telling me wait before you say that.
No.
Okay.
Right now we're gonna have a break in the video showing our cool patrons, and we had such an awesome time on our meetup where I gave away free comic books.
You gave away extra books, man. We thought we were just giving away one. I think you gave everybody more than one.
Yes. And we're back. Number 5.
G.I. Joe and Transformers. Number 1. Number 1 in what? A 4-part limited series?
I'm very uneducated on G.I. Joe in comics, to be honest with you.
G.I. Joe.
Oh, that is. Yeah, that's true.
I believe this was a 4-part limited series. Most of the limited series at that time were 4 issues. We've got first meeting of the Transformers and G.I. Joe, and I believe there's a rumor that G.I. Joe and Transformers are getting a movie.
I suspected as much when I saw that because I was like, why else? May 2023, a crossover movie at Paramount is rumored.
So even if it becomes into fruition, it hasn't been written yet. We're at a writer's strike. Then they got to cast, and they got to do this. We're years away from this.
Yeah, this is one of those where if you didn't catch it leading up to this list here, it's too late right now to buy it if you want to buy it at a good price. Give it a month. Give it 2 months. It'll slip into the background.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 9.8 sales prior to the rumor. 180, 199, 189, 199. Nice trend. As soon as the rumor broke, 400. Really?
That is straight up FOMO, bro.
Yeah. I mean, even if they do confirm they're going to make a movie, A, they're years away. B, the movie might suck. And how many books have been turned into movies, have been optioned, that as soon as the option is over, it drops back down again. And if it is not good, Paper Girls, the book goes into nowhere.
Poor Paper Girls. That's always my go-to reference of, damn, this book was hot. Damn, this book is not.
And I'm thinking, damn, I spent a lot. I have a 9.8.
Yeah.
And or first appearance of Jane as Thor.
Yeah.
What's that going for now? Like $70 and a 9.8 if you can get rid of it?
I don't know, but I did see the report where did you see that where Chris Hemsworth was like, yeah, I think we kind of went too silly with that movie.
Oh, yeah, I saw that when the movie came out.
I did too. You know what I'm talking about, Bo, though.
Yeah.
But, he said that when the movie came out?
Yeah. He said he didn't want to work with Taika Waititi anymore.
Oh. I saw a recent interview he did where I guess he reiterated it then. So, good to know he's aware.
Yeah, I heard that he is interested in doing Thor 5.
Oh.
But it has to be done right. So, and I think he's got the chops to do it right if given, maybe let him direct and star in it. Let him, let's see what he
screw
does.
It. Bill Russell it.
Yeah, Sorry, do not buy this book at $400.
No. Dude,
Okay.
you could probably, if you go find a couple of, you might be able to find this in a bin somewhere
Yeah.
for like $1.
Yeah, seriously, if you go to garage sales or you go to flea markets and you see a comic book person, this is where you start going through the dollar bin books. This is where what you're hunting for.
You could go to Syndicate Comics in Cobb Flea Market Mall, and
I might do that myself and check.
and you might see it. Go before 6 p.m. though, because the Cobb Antique Mall closes right at 6.
7 days a week.
There you go.
All right. Coming in at number 4, X-Men Adventures number 1, the 1992. This is because they've got the new series or the extension of the series coming to Disney Plus.
Yep, that's exciting.
They're going to be doing NC-17. They're going to have blood coming off, the claws and.
Is that right?
No.
Oh, mother. You.
I know. I'm bad boy.
All right, let's see what caused it to spike this week. What's going on?
Maybe they had a trailer or something. Who knows?
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I've got a couple copies I think are still raw.
So Morph, there's a character in the show called Morph.
Yes.
Who first appeared in the show, but this
Yes.
is his first comic book appearance. So.
Apparently, I own 3 of these. Okay.
Cool. Give me one.
I have a 9.6 and 2 raws.
I'll trade you this for one.
Ooh, Death is Revealed.
Yeah, it's the first appearance of some Skrull, which we'll probably find out soon who that is.
Yeah, oh man, we're getting close. We're getting real close. A week and a half, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to get my engine's getting a little revved up here. We're getting new MCU.
June is just popping, man. We had you started off with Miles Morales across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
We had Transformers last weekend. You're gonna have Flash this weekend. You got
Indiana, right? When's
we
Indiana
don't
Jones
talk
coming?
about Bruno. No. That's the end of the month. And Secret Invasion next week.
Yeah, popping. But this book,
I have no idea why it's spiking right now, but this was a very highly printed book. Again, I got a few copies of this.
wow, this is a huge jump from 9.6 to 9.8. 60 to 250.
We're 31 years old, and this is a book that it was based off the cartoon. So at the time, a lot of the people that purchased it were younger viewers, younger readers.
Ah, so you're saying it's harder to get a 9.8 because they were more rough with the comics back in the day?
Yeah.
Hey.
So, sheesh, yeah, $54 or $250. That's nuts.
This would have been
nuts.
This would have been the perfect book to get the cast to sign, except they don't have freaking Beast on the cover. What is that shit?
I see a $300 sale in January, followed right after that with a $174 sale. $180, $226, $199, $125 in March. Then the next sale after that, for 2 days later, $250.
I'm really a fan in theory of at least of my Ultimate Fallout 4 strategy with books like this, where it's like $60 versus $200 between 9.6 and a 9.8. Mm-hmm. Like I kind of want to get a bunch of 9.6s and try to get them up to 9.8.
Well, if you can do that with a few books, it will then fund it. But
yeah.
Before that, you have to go buy a bunch of 9.6s.
Yeah.
So you might want to start with the X-Men Adventures before you try to buy a bunch of Ultimate Fallout 4 9.6s.
No. I cannot afford that.
I was going to say...
I just mean like...
I will try to distract your wife as much as possible so she doesn't know what's going on.
Hey,
but
all it takes is you to take your shirt off.
Yes, okay. Unless people are wearing sunglasses, they're going to be like, can't see. I'm blind.
It's a flashbang. Distracted her. We got distracted. Okay.
Number 3. Spider-Man number 7, secret spoiler, Humberto Ramos, first appearance of Spider-Boy. Again. He's just sticking around, man. He's sticking around. I think he's actually got more longevity at the top of this list than Tosin did at this point.
He's been in the top 5 for like
2.5 months?
Yeah. It's great for me. And he's got
the rest of the comic world, I don't care. But for me, this is great.
So I told you, but I'll tell everybody now. I was able to grab the second print 1 in 25, which is a virgin variant of this, for $47 shipped. And I did a buy it now rather than I was watching a bunch of auctions and they were all going around 50 plus, and I was like, oof. So I felt pretty good about getting it for 47 shipped, and I'm going to Awesome Con this weekend.
Okay.
And Humberto Ramos is going to be there.
Very nice. Very nice.
So I'm going to see if I can. No, I'm not going to see him if I can. I am going to have him sign, and then maybe Dan Slott one day.
Is CGC going to be there?
They're going to have a facilitator. So, for all intensive purposes, yes.
Because I know there's another company that will also give you a yellow label, but we don't talk about them.
I'm going to make a video about how to break open one of theirs, by the way.
I could do it with a hammer or a chainsaw.
I'll do it delicately with a flathead screwdriver.
I'm not going to make... I make no claim that the book is in good condition when I get it out, but I can get it out of there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I'm going to try to keep it in fairly untouched inside. So,
Spider-Man number 7, what do you think of investability?
I love it, man. This book's great. Let's see. What are we looking at in terms of... It's still sitting around 120, man. 120, 100. Like
it has dropped down, and it is not...
It's bottomed out there.
It's bottomed out, exactly. Now, one of two things are going to happen. Either A, this character is going to be super popular, at which point it's going to shoot up, or B, it's going to be like Tosin, where it's going to slowly come back down, and then disappear.
I want to look up Tosin. Black Panther, what was it, Black Panther 3?
Yeah.
So the cover A...
It's going for like 90 and a 9.8 now.
Oh, I was like 917, but that was a 99. It's between 90 and 110. So
that's one that has fallen to the wayside. So
yeah,
I think that if you buy it right now for the 120-ish for a 9.8, if it does exactly like Tosin did, it's going to drop down to 90 to 100, 110. It's not that bad a loss, but the upside is if it does take off, or God help you, if he actually makes it into Beyond the Spider-Verse or something like that.
Yeah. Send your kids to college.
I don't know about that one.
No.
Community school. Yeah.
Community college, baby. Which is just fine. I think buy it, man. I mean, I don't think it's going to go down much more, and if it does, like you said, it'll be maybe $10, $20 more.
And there are also, I mean, you still got the cover A, which is going for like 20 in a raw. There's a lot of other covers. They're all nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad right now. I mean, we were advising stay away from it when it was selling for like 170.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So it's still on the hot list. It's not dropping anymore after 2.5 months. Saving $50, $60. Go grab your copy now.
Yeah, and if you really want a bargain on the first Spider-Boy, cover A will run you $80, 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
So
move up to number 2.
There it is.
Star Wars number 35, the 1 in 25 Phil Noto.
This is the first full appearance of Dr. Quata. Quata? Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah. No. Nope.
Number 1. Moving on. No.
No, well, just look at the regular issue. Not the 1 in 25, but the regular issue itself.
Yeah.
Last sale, $2.
Yeah, I like that cover a lot.
Yeah, but it seems like
Um,
every other issue they introduce a new Star Wars character.
Yeah, it's getting Spider-Verse-y
Yeah. Oh,
without the gravity of Spider-Verse behind it.
so I think that this is another one of those. Oh, there's another new character, and next episode they have a new bartender. Big whoop.
Yeah, let's see. So
I
this
think
is
if the
one
cover A was still holding or generating interest, I would say okay, go for the 1 in 25. But if people aren't interested in the regular book, then what's the? It's not like the artwork on the 1 in 25 is fantastic.
I think it's bad. I mean, I think it's whatever, passable. But the only thing I can think of is that Dr. Quada. Maybe that's the first cover appearance.
I don't know. I swear, every time I hear Quada, I'm thinking, Quaid,
I know,
start
Quada.
the reactor.
Quada. And I'm just
Quato.
thinking of how a Jamaican guy says quarter.
Yeah, Quata.
3 quartas.
Number 1 on the list. Here we go. Spider-Man 2099, number 1.
There you go. Protagonist or antagonist of the movie ish.
Is he pro or is he in? We don't even know.
That's why I said ish. I don't know. 9.8 is topping out at 190.
Yeah.
One just sold for 183 yesterday. And I'm surprised this is not more expensive because this is a persnickety book, I'll say,
Yeah.
to get past the foil there.
That foil, it just highlights and shows every possible little thing that could be wrong.
Yeah.
We do have a 9.9s also, though.
Yeah, I guess you get that with the foil covers. You have that ability more.
But yeah, your 9.6s are under 100, really. Really under 100. 77, 74, 76. But your 9.8s, 200, 182, 192, 175.
I would not right now.
No, I wouldn't, but if it came down, when it comes back down again, to pick one up in the 150, 160 range, I would probably be interested.
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
he's, again, spoiler-ish,
Absolutely.
he's a
yeah.
major character in the next movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
unlike a lot of the, like Vulture, shot up at the end of the movie, goes to prison, done. That did not happen with these Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse movies. The two main, is he bad, isn't he bad, or that guy really is bad, are continuing in the next movie. So,
Yeah, well.
So, yeah, I would wait a little bit on that, but I have a raw on this. I'm getting ready to send in, and I always got to keep my eye open for another one on these. Okay. It's that time again. It's time to get a gun to my head.
I think you're first this week.
Okay. At today's prices,
Yep.
I'm buying another copy of Spider-Man number 7. The Umberto Ramos in a 9.8. I will try to find one around 115 to 120. I would not want to go over that, but that's where I would put my money this week. Guns to your head. To your head.
Well, you can imagine why I laughed so much when you chose that.
Because you were going to pick it too.
I just don't see a better pick this week.
Okay.
So
There's
so
nothing
much
saying
of
we
this,
can't pick the same book.
Yeah, I mean, so much of this week is. Oh, G.I. Joe Transformers, maybe.
Yeah.
Dr. Quado on the cover. What?
Okay, so now slingshot to your behind for picking a second book.
Okay.
Since we both picked the same one, if we, had to buy a second one.
Let me just give me a second to relooks at some of these. I mean, so I would get a I would get a 9/8 of Spider-Gwen #1 and send it back to CGC and get a custom Spider-Gwen label on it.
Oh, okay. Even though they're a little bit high right now, I really like that cover, and I think it's coming down a little bit. I might go for the Spectacular Spider-Man #99 in a 9/8.
Oh, was there a slingshot on your butt too?
Yeah, why not? Maybe I'm into that. Hello.
Hello, nurse. Animaniacs.
Yes. Oh, I know. I've used that line many times.
Well, there you go. As
Yeah.
we do many times, there's 4 picks for you instead of 2.
Well, since we both picked the same book, I'm like, what else is? But everything else I would be avoiding like the plague.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not.
I wouldn't avoid the Spider-Man #98 and Spider-Gwen #1. Again, I've got a 9/8 on that, so I wouldn't be looking for it. I think it's going to come back down a little bit, but everything else is just crazy right now as far as the prices right this month.
Yeah, I can't afford Fallout, or I wouldn't feel good paying that for Fallout. I should say, Spider-Punk, whatever.
That's why I was so excited when I got my Fallout back from CBCS as a 7.0, and I sent it to CGC for cleaning and pressing, and it came back a 9.2. That was just
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. And I know this was different time that happened, but what was it? 7.5.
7.0.
So today that would have been about 380. Then it came back at 9.2.
Yep.
490. I would imagine there would have been bigger jump there.
There used to be. There really used to be.
Well, still, it feels better to be so many levels past that.
Yeah, I think it's that the 9.2s, 9.4s have all been watered down because there have been so many submitted.
Yeah.
There's still copies out there. People are like, I still have mine in the poly bag. We're like, let it out.
I know people love keeping that shit in a poly bag. They do the same with like the Death of Superman. Is that
Yeah.
one, right? Fucking Ghost Rider 28, Midnight Suns.
Yep. I mean, unless the book has got specific rarity in being in the bag, get it out.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna take it out anyway when you submit it. So
I mean, I got one of the first things I bought as far as comics when I got back into it was a present for Mrs. Ohana. It was the Thundercats, 3 books in one bag that you used to buy like at the drugstore and stuff like that. Issues 1, 2, and 3. And it's still in the bag.
oh,
So there was $1.99 still on it. I could pick it up the bag and there's the 3 books. So
like the Thundercats one,
Yeah.
the one that everybody was all about a little bit ago.
Yep.
What do you think it'll grade? I guess you don't know.
Oh.
It's not open.
Well, you can see through the plastic, but
Oh, okay. I mean, you can get a nice little penny for it if you get a 9.8. 384.
I'm just seeing if I get lucky and find it.
Get yourself 3 Spider-Man #7s instead of that.
Okay, when I look up Thundercats, I don't get no matches. I found one person selling the tri-pack. Comics for kids is what it says on it. 3 comics for $1.99. And it's buy it now, $2.75.
$275.
Yeah. I think I paid like $30.
$2.75. All right. Well,
So there's our picks. There is our gun to the head and slingshot to the butts and any other place you want to whack us around. But
what would you pick? Tell
Yeah.
us in the comments. Tell us.
And do you think that we are off base on our predictions on some of these books? Do you think that we're like, yeah, you're saying don't buy this. I think it's going to go up even more. You should buy it now. Let us know. We want to know. Get it in writing on our video, and 6 months later, when the book shoots up, you're like, told you.
That's right. Don't forget to join the Patreon at patreon.com/Team Ohana, where we just had, like I said, this past Saturday, our meetup, where I told people, give me a number from the front to back, and they give me a number, and I went, brrrr, picked it up, boom, gave it to them.
We had a lot of fun, though, too.
Oh, yeah, it was great to meet, like, Robert and some of the other, Larry was there, and it was cool to put names to the faces, or at least voices to the faces, or
Yes.
voices to the names. Yeah. So.
Rock, paper, scissors. We were putting the faces to the names, and
Yeah. Well, we got the Galaxy Quest watch along put up on Patreon this morning because of a conversation we had during the get together where we were just chit chatting about stuff. So it's fun. It's a good time.
yeah.
Back Issue Book Club podcast where we read books. We let you know what we're reading next week, and you can read. So when you get to the podcast, we can discuss it all together. What else am I missing? I think that's everything, right?
Remember me's get extra picks. You
Yeah.
okay there?
Yeah. They get an extra pick. That's true.
What's with the face? Did you like fart or something like that?
Oh, I made it, and then I saw it, and it made me laugh. So I wanted to keep doing it.
You know, if your face is gonna freeze like that, Ma, you were right. Let's wrap this up. We're getting goofy. Guys, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Click on those notifications so you know when more videos are dropping. Shut up.
Click, clack, clack.
Click clack. Yeah, he was one of the Aegean Oceans.
Yeah.
Aha,
go.
and Rebels. Another
yes.
name I can remember. Can't remember anybody else's name in real life, but God knows I remember Click Clack. All right. We're going to let you go. Talk to you in the next video. Mahalo.